Ever wonder what your pet is thinking? Do you have a beloved pet that has passed? Is there something you want to tell them? Join Animal Connections and renowned pet psychic Nicole Elizabeth as she connects with your pets both living and past to deliver messages and receive answers to your questions. Here now is your host, Nicole Elizabeth.
Hello, everyone. I have no idea what happened to my intro then, so thank you for bearing with me. I feel like you would have just got a minute of it being blank. I actually feel like there's a few technical issues or slow internet issues, I'd say, because I do live in a rural setting. So welcome everyone, welcome to Animal Connections on the Spirit Realm Network. Thank you for joining me today, and if you have any questions, I do ask that everyone place the questions in the chat in Facebook, because at the moment we're unable to go onto the network. So I'm actually going to pull up the Facebook page now for everyone who hung around after that technical difficulty. And if you have a question, if you could place your question obviously in the chat, and hello, so there are a couple of people watching. Hello everyone. So if you do have a question, just pop your question in the chat. And the way I like to work is say your pet, say their name, whether they're living or past, and your question. So for example, I'll use Dio, dog, living. What could I ask about Dio? Why does he like chasing goannas? Something like that, or just a general question, or just what you want, what I can tap in and help you answer on behalf of the animals. So the way I work too, monitoring the chat as well. The way I like to work is that I tap into the animal's energy, whether they are living or past. So for me, I get images, I get feelings, I get sensations in my body. I sometimes hear songs. Basically, it is the same as, what we call psychic medium, but I only work with pets. Not to say I can't work with humans. I just prefer to work with pets because I'm just that way inclined. So I will just bring through what I'm sensing, what I'm feeling, what I'm hearing, what I'm getting. And hopefully it's brought through in a manner that you can understand. But I have to bring through what I get. And sometimes what we get is not the answer that we want, because it's not your perspective, it's the pet's perspective. So it's a really big thing to keep in mind. It's from the pet's perspective. And I have had very different perspectives to what I had. Doesn't say either of us are right. It just, we have different perspectives on things. So that's how I work. Oh, Jean, your dog Riley passed on Sunday. I'm so sorry. Oh, that's horrible. Oh, I feel sick. Okay, let me just see. Oh, what did I do to my screen just then? There we go. What? That's better. Sorry, guys. I pressed something on my computer and my screen went big. And the last thing I want to see is a whole screen of me. So, and guys, I will write things down. And as I write them, that's how the information flows. For me, that's the way I work. So I can sort of distract my mogul mind to get information come through to me. So please bear with me. Oh, Evelyn, you are here again. Okay, I'm here again. You said you would go. I have no photo. That's okay. We can work without a photo. That's okay. So Evelyn, you're next. I'm going to write that down. Evelyn next. Okay, Riley. Oh, this, I know this is not the way Riley passed, but I'm actually, you can see me scratching my leg on the inside of what would be my back right inside leg. I'm getting some itchiness on my skin from Riley. Again, that's not the way she passed, but it's just something that was coming through. Let me see. Sunday fun day. That's interesting. I wonder if you had fun on Sundays. I wonder if that's why she chose to pass on that day. Not that it would have been a fun day for you that day, I must say. Oh, okay. So one thing Riley is saying to me, that because every time I put Riley's name out there, I'm getting almost punched in my gut. And that is obviously energetically, but it feels like you're still, well, it's so new. That's only Thursday. Well, it's Thursday where you are. It's Friday where I am. It's so new. Of course you're getting that feeling, but I just feel like I'm doubling over. So you may be having physical reactions to having Riley pass. Let me have a look. Okay. I'm getting weakness. Where is that? The only way I can describe it is inner thighs. Kind of joint, but not really. It just feels like I have a weakness there. So there's something that is going on with Riley in that area. Whether it was known or not known, that's what Riley's bringing through to me. And I've got this feeling of like, I'm getting up, I'm getting up. So I wonder with Riley, was that there's more Riley's personality, like we've got stuff to do, almost like keeping you in check. Like, we've got stuff to do. Come on, we've got to do this, got to do this, got to do this. I feel like I'm getting clicked at all the time. Like I'm not monitoring you, but I'm like, come on, let's go. We've got stuff to do. That's what I'm feeling coming through from Riley. Okay. I'm just getting a sense of having to get up and doing stuff, getting up, doing stuff. So I wonder how that fits in with Riley. And I've written down adventure walks. Is that something you did with Riley? Because that's the word I'm getting through at the moment, adventure walks. So not really a walk. It was an adventure walk. Maybe you made it interesting. That's interesting. Oh, okay. So Riley had a tumor in her stomach, which is why the double over. Right. Okay. Oh, gosh, poor baby. Oh, you poor thing. Okay. So I'm just writing that down to see what else is coming through. Okay. I'm getting the reference to, now only older people understand this. Does anyone remember the show Cool Runnings, where the person, one of the athletes kept saying, peace be the journey, peace be the journey. That's what I keep hearing in my ear, peace be the journey. So I feel like that had something to do with it was like something to do with Riley. So I'm getting distracted with the comments. So she was having a hard time breathing. So she kept sitting up. That's why we're okay. That would have been devastating for you to watch, can I just say? I keep getting the initials R or T and R. Those letters, they must mean something somehow to Riley. Oh, Riley. No, it's not Riley. It's someone else. She walked in the backyard a lot. Oh, she'd get up and walk out, get up and walk out. Okay. Oh, there must be, sorry guys, there must be a bit of a delay. I should point that out. So I'm talking here where I am, and then because, oh, it's 10:10 where I am. It's probably 8:10 where you are. Because of the country time difference, there's about a 1 minute delay in the response. So there's going to be a delay in, like, when I say something to get a response, just so if anyone's listening, just so you understand why there's a bit of a delay. Also, I feel that this internet is going to be a bit of a pain today, so please bear with me, guys, because just trying to get onto the network to stream, it was proving very difficult. So please bear with me. Okay, so 5:10 where you are. Wow. Okay. Yes, she walked in the backyard a lot. Okay. What is that? I'm wondering if she actually felt sick at the end, as in I'm wanting to throw up, because that's what I was just feeling. Okay. Ooh, you've got a song that I have for my dog. So with my dog, I have the song "You Are My Sunshine." To me, that is my dog's. Like, that's, I have multiple dogs, but she is my dog, and she's 14 and a half, and that is her song, because she is absolutely my sunshine. So for me, when I hear that song, it shows me how special that a connection is. So and it also makes me feel, it's kind of like your spark has been away from you, and that's what she understands has happened. But also what she wants you to know is that, oh, I'm going to goosebumps as I'm saying that. It's like the peace has come. That's what the reference to peace is. What's that? Oh, it was kind of like, oh, hang on. It was like you were so concerned about how she's feeling and how she is at the moment, and how she, might have some money coming her way. It feels like to me she needs to let you know that she has found that peace. Almost as she just wants you to know that she's okay. She almost said to me, "Mum, I've let it go, so you need to as well." Now, so easy for me to say, very difficult for us humans to do. But it's kind of like, it's okay, Mum, all on the other side. It's just what it feels like. It's kind of like, almost as if, you know what I'm saying? Almost as if someone threw a ball, bear with me, like she was passing and someone like threw a ball and she went and got it and she just went to the other side like that. It was just like, okay, like that. It's kind of like almost we're playing a game, like a process. But let me be clear, I don't feel like you were playing a game with her when she passed, but when she was in that state of being leaving her body, it was like, oh, look, I'll go chase that. And that's what I feel like she did. She's like, oh, get up and go and chase that. So it's not as if we just got up and walked, or bam, we're out of our body. It's like she got up and went and chased something to get to the other side. So it's kind of like her telling me that she's found that, almost, it looks like a ball. There's an object on the other side that she went and got up out of her body in spirit and went and got. And just letting you know, I've got it, Mum. So, yeah, let me see the comments. Oh, dear. See, my phone's on this side. I kind of want to see the comments, but I don't, because I don't want to be feeding off them. I just want to be, and you'll see I'll look different places, because it's kind of like I can hear them here, those sorts of things. You could use a reading. 9. Oh, my goodness. Oh, looking good. Okay, that's good. Thanks, Jim. Good to know it's working. Okay. You're very welcome, Jean. I hope that's helped. And I hope that's almost kind of just let you know that she's okay and in peace. And I know it's hard when you go through that, but she's okay. Now, Evelyn, I haven't forgotten you. And Kira, I haven't forgotten you either. Okay, Evelyn's next. And then I'm going to write down Kira next. after that. This keeps me on track, guys. Evelyn, let's come back to you. Okay, Evelyn, let me just see. First time. Oh, okay, Jay. Well, if you'd like me to connect with a pet or a loved one, living or past, just pop the details in the chat. So just pop whether it's a dog, cat, horse, lizard, whatever, whether living or past, and what question you sort of have, or just, I don't know, whatever you want to know. I will tap into their energy and give you what is coming through to me. So excellent. Okay, I can do you next after Kira. I'm going to write it down. You know why? Because this keeps me accountable, and I have to keep watching the time to make sure I'm not spending too much time. I have to be able to give everyone equal time. So Evelyn is watching. I have one that passed when my children were young. Evelyn, what sort of pet would you like me to connect with? Ooh, dog past and dog living now. Interesting. Do you have their names? The reason why I ask for names is because I like to go, okay, so this is Evelyn and I want this dog in particular. What I do is very different to what everyone else does, because when we're trained as a psychic medium, we open up our energy field and we invite people in or pets in, and then we basically can't guarantee who's coming in. We get the information, like you may want to speak to your mum, but then maybe your uncle comes in and wants to give you a message. With this, what I do is completely different. Is I'm like, I want to speak to that one. Come here. So it is a little bit different. So that's why I ask for the name, so I can tune into that name. So think of it as a radio dial. I go, okay, Evelyn, this dog. And then I get, okay, all of a sudden I'm getting a shoulder injury with Evelyn. Not Evelyn, but one of your dogs. There's something to do with pain here, because as soon as I did that, I got a pain right here. So for me, if I had all fours, it may be opposite in the video, but that is front right. There must be some sort of injury there. Now, whether it's known or not known, that's what is coming through from the body. My body. Okay, Odie. Oh, what a cool name. And Sugar. Okay. Evelyn. Oof. Did Evelyn have some ear issues as well? Because there's an issue straight through to my ear. First of all, I'm going to write down Evelyn and Odie. Evelyn and Odie. Okay, so let's see who's going to come through first. Okay. Okay, there's something to do with this, the shoulder, whether it's Evelyn, whether it's Sugar or Odie, and then something to do with an ear with one of them. So that's coming straight away. So what is that? Okay. Sugar tells me, even though my name was sweet, I can be quite spicy, but spicy funny. Okay. And then I'm getting a pull to my chest area. So this is, heart, lungs area with Sugar. What is that? And then I'm getting a reference to food. And for me, like, I'm seeing like a potato. So maybe it's bland food. Maybe there's something to do with that. She was. That was spicy. I love that too. I love that they can say, my name is sweet, but I was a little bit spicy. So I love that, because they know then how they were perceived in life. And I think personally that they like that. Okay. All right. Almost I'm getting broth as well. So there must have been something. Was there something to do with an illness that it's like I had to drink liquid, something, to get my nutrients in. That's what I'm seeing. Interesting. What's going on there? Okay, who is it? Which one of it has something to do with a head coming out of a car? I feel like this may be Odie, but I could have that switched, but just let me know. It just feels like someone I'm seeing a car. So food, yes. Interesting. Okay, so there's something to do with food with her. Interesting. So guys, I'll read out the comments. So if you're watching later and whether, on whatever platform you're watching, you can see obviously the answers. She wouldn't drink. Right. Okay. So did you pop things in the water to try and give her the nutrients, but she wouldn't drink? Oh gosh, that's hard. I die. Yes, head out of the car. Oh, do you know what? It's when I see things like that. Odie head out of the car. Interesting. So it was right. So it was Odie out of the car. When I see things like that, that's kind of like one of their favorite things in the world. And for me, if I'm not going to stick my head out the car, it's like horrible. I don't know what it is with some dogs that just love that. It's just like I'm going places and I'm zooming and I'm like, it's just the best thing in the world. I don't understand that, but hey, it works for them. Okay. So there you go. So make sure that no matter what, Odie always has that, because I feel like that would be kind of, if he could have that in his life, I mean, he'd be okay, but that's what he wants to do. So that's the first thing he showed me then. So there you go. Now I'm seeing sugar and then a line and then Odie. So I don't know how does that come? How does that? Oh, the time difference. Right. So there's a time difference between sugar and Odie because there's like a big distinct wall. Generations is what I'm hearing. Yeah, but sugar's like, but not generations for me. Also, I don't know why, but I keep going back to sugar. I know you want to, I'll switch to Odie soon, but with sugar, I just keep going, like near me, close. Like if I do that, that means close. Doesn't mean my dogs listen. That means close. Yes, there was a big gap. Okay, interesting. It just feels like she's close to me, close to you, close, close, close. And I feel like that's in her, that's her in spirit now. And I keep I'm looking up. I'm always looking up at you. So I don't know, have you seen her feel, or have you, and then thought, no, that wouldn't be right. But because I see her walking and looking up at you. So if you ever know that is from her and know that she's just following you, it feels like sometimes we can say, for example, because I live in the country, so when people are selling cows, I go, cow with a calf at toe, like being close near them. But they could be pregnant and have a cow at toe, meaning they're always, the calf is still very much attached to the mum. That's how I see her. Okay, what we got? Okay. So I feel like that's one thing, though, you should know. I feel like with sugar, that's the one thing she's like, I need to get across. I'm still with her. I'm still at toe with her, on foot, at foot. That's the word, sorry. With you. So she needs to let you know that. So with Odie switching to, she would look up as recognition to see if we would walk forward. Oh, so she was always watching for your guidance, so to speak. That's why I'm looking up. Interesting. So know from her, from Sugar's perspective, that she's still doing that, and maybe that's just something that she needs you to know at this point in time, because I guess we always think about our pets. I personally think about them every day, whether they're in spirit or next to me. But from their point of view, they're still with us. They just feel like, of course I'm looking up at you, of course I'm right next to you. So just know that. So I feel like that's from Sugar. Odie. Why am I getting like Garfield and Odie? That's what I feel like. that got a really hard time from Garfield, may I say. Did you name? I just keep getting that reference coming through. And I guess the younger viewers may not know who Garfield was. He's a appropriate cat that would pretty much bully his owner and bully the dog that he lived with. But I loved watching it because it was all a bit of fun. That's what I'm getting from Odie. I'm getting a different vibe from Odie too, a little bit more. Odie's a male, is that right? Feels like a male from when I'm connecting. And I'm really sorry if you can hear the chickens in the background. Someone's obviously laid an egg and needs to tell the entire world they've laid an egg, and they're sort of underneath my house because it's a bit raised. They never a quiet moment here. Okay, Odie. Why are you worried about Odie? Oh, he's a terrier with a mohawk. I love that. Terrier. Oh, that's right. But he's a terrier. That's right. I don't know why. It was just kind of like light bulb moment with a mohawk. How cute. You know, though, when I tap into that energy of Odie, it just feels like he keeps questioning. There's a question. Why is she questioning me? Are you questioning something at the moment? His happiness. No, I go health. I keep going back to happiness. Feels like he knows you're questioning his happiness. And I see him just sitting down looking at, but different to the way Sugar looks at you, different sitting down looking at you, just looking at you. And I feel like you must speak to him because it's like, I feel like I'm answering your questions. Okay. And I'm seeing the word diagnostic. I don't know why. I'm just seeing that word. Now, if that doesn't mean anything to you now, just park that. I don't know why he's bringing that up. So just know that he is bringing it up. Okay. All right. Would he sit on your lap if he could in the car? I feel like that's another thing too that I feel like I want to do. It almost feels like too when I tap into him that I want to do this, so I'm just going to do it. And it's not, I mean this in the nicest way. It's not as if I have the, not awareness, but it's kind of like, well, I just want to do it. So I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to try and do it. And it's not like, well, you can't do that because I'm driving, or you can't do that because of this. He doesn't see that. It's just like, but I want to do it. But it comes from a place of love and happiness from him. Does that make sense to you? Because that's what I'm getting from him. Okay. What is that? He just keeps coming back to the car. Seat belts, I'm seeing it all. Okay, the reason why I'm saying this is there a trip coming up, or is something that he's going to be a part of? Because it keeps coming back to the car, whether he feels like he's going on a trip. It feels like an extended trip. It feels like something to do with that. Whether that makes sense now, it may make sense later when there may be a trip coming up, because that's what I feel like he keeps pulling through. And does he have something to do with his where is it? I'm feeling pressure all on my face here. That's not sinus, it's here. I'm feeling pressure here from him. So I don't know what's has it happened? It just feels a little bit of pressure there. So we may get a pressure build up. What is that? It's just the jawline, isn't it? No, it's under the eyes. It's above the jaw. I keep counting. What is that? As soon as I say that, he just takes away. But I feel like there's a bit of pressure there on my face when I connect with him. So Evelyn's written, yes, he looks at me too. If I shake my head, yes or no, if we go on rides, but he is stubborn when we go on is it walks and say, come here, but he says, I'm doing it. I'm doing it because he doesn't have, it's not the awareness. It's just kind of like, but I want to do it. So I understand that. And yes, I let him walking further and he says just a little further. Right. So he has his own agenda to that. Okay. He puts his paws on his face close to his nose. Interesting. I do feel like he's quite the loved pup. I say pup, even though I don't feel like he is a pup, but it just feels like that kind of energy. A forever pup. Oh, a forever pup, and he knows it. It's like he feels like he can get away with things because people see him as a pup. And I feel like he plays on that as well. And as soon as I said that, I went, he almost as if I heard him go, yes, I do. But not in bad ways, more just cheeky, fun ways from his perspective. There you go. Anyway, I feel like for him, he's doing, it feels like to me, he's kind of loving what he's got, you know, the walks, the face out of the window. You know, it feels like to me, he has a really good life. And I feel like you need to know that. But I do feel like maybe you have thought of some questions, whether he has his happiness or things like that. But it feels like to me that he's quite enjoying where he's at in life. So I hope that rings true for you. So thank you for letting me connect to both your darlings. Now, what's Kira? Okay. Let's go back to Kira. If you're still watching, a message in the chat for me, and then I'll get on to KJ. Where are we, Kira? I'm just trying to see if there's anything in there. Okay, Joe. I can see your question. Did somebody... Oh. Do you mean like... Okay, I'm going to come back to you, KJ. You're very welcome, Evelyn. I hope it's bringing some answers, I guess. Anyway, I don't even know what the word it is, but just a connection. And guys, actually, I was thinking about this morning, and I feel like it's really important to bring up with pets. The biggest thing that we need to work on before, you know, obedience or training and stuff is your relationship with your pet. You have that and your pet trusts you, then you're going to get all that stuff. And I think sometimes us as humans do that the other way around. We do the training, we do the obedience, but they don't have the connection. And all you guys that are here on the Spiritual Realm Network understand that there's a connection to pets. So that's probably something that the animals want me to bring through to everyone, is that the connection that we have with our pets is very important, and you get that and then you'll get the rest. So there you go. Kira, okay, you're watching. Can I please have the name of your pet that you'd like me to connect with? Okay, I need some water. Really not a fan of these ones, guys. I use it because I bought it, but I really don't like the straws. Anyway, that's just me and my complaints today. Okay. Oh, KJ. Oh, your Max cat. Okay. All right. So while I'm waiting for Kira to pop a comment. Oh, here we go. As soon as I say that, you pop a comment. I love it. Good. Okay. Last we were talking Bubba. That's right. Bubba. Bubba. Kyra. It's Kyra. Why do I keep calling you Kira? Do you know why? It's because I need glasses and I refuse to accept it. And I was pronouncing your name correctly last week, but I haven't been this week, so I apologize. It's Kyra. Oh my God. It's almost as if I wrote Bubba's name down and I got like slapped on the side of the head. Yes, we lost connection on the internet. Oh no. Okay, so Bubba. is that? Now Bubba's going right in my ear, like right in my ear. Oh, I said it the first time. Oh my God. Okay. What's going on with you, Bubba? Okay, so when I asked the question, what's going on with you, Bubba? Bubba say, Mum thinks I'm sad, but I don't know what's going on. How does that relate? But I am also getting a flat emotion. How does that relate? Mama Bubba. I feel like you have Mama Bubba days. So that'd be the ear thing. Now, I had this tendency now, as you just saw, I'm looking at the ground. Why am I looking at the ground? Is that might be something to do with, like that. That. Almost as if I'm off balance. What's that about? And I'm clenching my jaw. I did that. I was like, ooh, that's when I'm clenching my jaw. I need to relax. Yes, his behavior the same. Interesting. Oh, honey. You know what? I am feeling a level of flat, feeling sad, and I feel like it's annoying me, but I want to do the best that I can. It just feels like I am doing the best that I can. Oh, why am I feeling like that? And it feels like too, I'm feeling like a level of, but I don't want Mama to feel like this, Mama and Bubba. And I don't want Mama to feel like this because it's just because I'm feeling like this. I don't want her to feel like this. So I feel like you're both in loops. You're both in circles and loops, emotional loops going on. Oh, yes, he's on the couch looking down. He's blind. Right. Interesting. Yeah, he's not the same. Right, I get that. Oh, Bubba. Oh, so that's why you're wondering if he's sad, because you're wondering whether it's close to the time. And you can see that he's been feeling flat. And you're questioning it. Okay, so with that, I keep seeing 22. 2. Now, I know that's past where we are, as in, obviously it's not a month, it's a date in a month. Don't be too fixated on that date, though. Like that's what I just keep seeing. So whether maybe something has happened on a 20, may happen on a 22, just, I say park it, just so we it may come up in the future, but we're not going to be fixated on it because we're not going to make things happen on that date. But just bear that in mind. Now, feeling flat. Okay. Look, I feel like I need to shake my head. Feeling flat, yes. Feeling sad, sorry for myself, a little bit, yes. Whether it's time, what I'm getting from that, whether it's time to go to cross, the fact that, this is why probably two minds. Two minds about it. Two doubt, self-doubt, two things, two minds. Okay, that makes sense. Sorry, guys. You're watching my process come through with talking to dogs. Oh, in 2022, we lost a lot of pets. Maybe that's the connection. So we up because that's what you're feeling now, because you're feeling there's a loop and that cycle with the trouble. Okay. Oh, wow, you had a lot happen that year. I'm very sorry. A few cats, a couple of dogs, and a divorce. Oh, so Bubba's like, okay, so this is Bubba's holding on, and you feel like this is, Too much of an end of an era is what I'm getting. But going back to the 2 and the 2, the 22, 2 minds, that sort of stuff, it feels like to me, if you're still questioning it, it's not time, because you are going to be so sure when it's time with him. It's not a question. So just have that holding on to. He may have off days, and that's what I'm feeling too. I may have my off days. I may feel a little bit worse on other days, but that doesn't mean my whole life's not worth living. And that's what I'm feeling from him. Now, is it probably close? Honestly, it's probably going to be on a date like the 22, the 22nd. It's more grammatically correct. Come up. But again, don't fixate on that. Just let it happen and look back on it after. I just hear not yet. And I feel like that's honestly, I feel the question that you wanted from him. Not yet. You won't have a double mind about it. You won't be doubting yourself. That's what I'm getting from him. So I hope that's helped. And I'm drawing a line. I hope it helped. But if you do have another question, please let me know in the comments, because I do feel like there's someone else. KJ. Oh, the poisoning. Right. I don't know why I said poisoning, but that's what I feel like. Okay. Okay, manifesting a reading from KJ is that you're actually next. So you did well from Bubba, though, to wind that up with Bubba. Let you know that Bubba's going to let you know exactly the time, exactly when. And it's going to be when Bubba feels ready to go. Because at the moment, I still feel like I've still got a bit of pep in me, even though you are questioning whether I'm feeling sad. Look, it's probably coming up to that time, sure. Is it that time? Not yet, is what I got. So I feel like that's what you need to feel from that. Mia. I'm sorry, but I keep getting something to do with fed something. Oh, he's been going to... Okay, just going back. Sorry, KJ. Just going back. If he's going to your prayer room, then he knows when he knows that he knows. He knows that you're going to know, and it's not yet because you're still questioning. So I feel like I need to let you know that. Okay. Okay, also now just going to Mia and KJ, I keep getting scrambled and I keep getting poisoned. And discreet. They're the 3 words I get. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to downplay it. That's what I get. I feel like you have a vindictive person around you. Also, I'm going to pull this through because I feel, interesting. KJ Hart said, sadly, we think poisoned also. So that's really sad. I'm really sorry about that. That makes me so mad when someone cannot see a pet as a sentient being and see it as a tool to get back at someone or a tool to hurt someone. That makes me sick to really think of things like that. But I am going to share with you, and I've asked a few times, when you're actually in that state of being crossed over. Now, I was lucky enough to have an direction which is opposite on the video, because this is my spiritual side, the right side. When you're in that state, you actually don't care how you pass, what happened in life. Like, it's actually a really calm and peaceful state. Now, I say that about animals because I also believe that animals are so close to our creator that there is no other place that they go to. Now, I do believe in balance. I do believe night and day, good and bad, those sorts of things. But I feel like animals are here and they're just that one step closer to our creator. And there's no other option for them but to go to that good place, if you will. And so it may sound a little bit odd, but they don't miss us because they have access to us. We miss them. So with Mia, it feels like poisoned. And I didn't know that from last time, and you also thought that as well. And it felt like scrambled, so her brain may have been that's what I felt like, because I kept seeing colors in my head of being scrambled. So you may have seen her in and out, around, not focusing, that sort of stuff. Obviously effects of poison on the body, and obviously too late, too quick, too late, too quick, too late. I don't feel like that was an accident. Although I feel like it may be. I'm getting really fidgety because I feel like this is a horrible subject, but I also feel like it's a question that you need answered because you asked it and you need that clarification. So I'm not going to sugarcoat that in any shape or form. It was my daughter's pup, 6 years old, since a pup. Oh, God. That's horrific. Okay, so one thing I can guarantee for you is that you will see Mia again. I always say to people, whether it's on my lives or whether it's a private connection, death is merely a temporary separation. And that comes from someone who spent minutes clinically dead. I don't know if I should go on to it, but basically he was dead. He had a tarp over him in a car accident. EMT pronounced him dead, gone, and spent time over there and came back. And one thing that he really resonates, because it feels like it resonates with all the pets that I deal with, is death is merely a temporary separation. And I 100% believe that. And I feel like you're going to see that, and you're going to see exactly what happened. You're going to be in a position where it's going to make it, because you're going to see why the person did that and the reasons why they did that from their perspective, and you'll have an understanding. That doesn't mean we will in this life, because it's probably not going to make sense here. And is it right? Nope. Is it fair? Absolutely not. And is it absolutely cruel? 100%. Yes. And I do feel yes, and I felt poisoned, and I needed answers to try and make my daughter at peace with it. I understand that, absolutely. It's really sad, but you know what? The state that me is in, actually, interesting. I'm not getting even a level of forgiveness. What was it? Almost just like a level of acceptance from Mia. Oh, well. Not the response probably take, but I don't feel like she's upset about it. Did she fight it? 100% she did, because that's instinct and that's what we do. But now that you're there, it's kind of like, okay. So just let me, Mia will be one of the first pets that she'll see when she crosses, and time is not an issue. So I hope that gave that clarification that you were asking. It's not probably what any of us wanted to hear, but I have to bring through what I get, and that's what I got. Okay, now, did I have someone else on the list? No, I think that was on the list. And then we had Max the cat. God, who's the one with the Max the cat. So anyone who was here last week, Max went disappearing. That's right. It was through the screen. In my window, through the screen, and you found so anyone who was watching last week, I mentioned agave plants, and Max's mum messaged me and said I can see the agave plants, not so if anyone is in Coffs Harbour, New South Wales in Australia, and if you see these, if you can give, if you're comfortable with me putting it out there for people that are watching, oh gosh, I wish we could have a photo so everyone out there can see Max and send positive energy to Max. Let me see. You're very welcome, KJ. She put up a long fight. Okay. So Max, you had a question. I did see a question for you. User error. Please feel free to pop it in again in the chat so it comes up. Here we go. Please can you see when you feel we will have our back? I feel like he's getting fed by someone and she doesn't know Max is being searched for. Absolutely. Now, one thing I want to say is I cannot actually predict the future, because the future is subject to change so easily. People's free will can come in and change that best possible future, and that's the way we see it when we connect. It's the best possible future. A mindset could change what we see, and I don't feel like that's something that we can say with certainty will actually happen, because ultimately we don't know the future. What I can tell you, does Max want to get home? Absolutely. And it's highly likely, because I did see Max was getting fed by someone. The person doesn't have this access to the lost and found information that you've been putting out there. So we're going to have to old school. And when I say old school, I mean a poster on a light pole. And it's crazy how much attention that draws. Crazy. Because kids see that. Kids see photos. And if you can do it in a color photo, so I'm like diverting to different little angles here. If you can do color printing, but photocopy it, because it seems to be when you print it and if it rains, the color runs. But if you photocopy it, it seems to be a little bit more sturdier, so to speak. So if you can do color copies of a lost and found post and put on a poll, that's when people take photos, they put it in local community pages. But also where you see the agave plants, where you see the 400-meter boundary kind of area, I don't feel Max is too far from where he went missing, because he doesn't know the area, so he's going to try and stick close, trying to get back in. Couldn't get back in, didn't know what to do. So I feel like if you do get a chance to go back there, you have to go old school with this. And I keep feeling a woman, so I feel like there's a woman feeding Max. Let me go back. Oh, is he far from where he escaped? I actually don't believe so at all. And the reason I say that is because he's in an area that he doesn't know. It is scary, and he's going to stick to where the person's feeding him. Now, he will move during the day because, there's things I have to make sure I'm protected. But you'll be looking like even underneath cars, even down. It just feels like you have to be looking down. He's not stuck up a tree somewhere. He's not up a high rise. He's down. The area is down. Look through and under things to find him. And I think because of the time that's passed as well, it's highly unlikely to come to his name. And I know that when you weren't looking for him, you were doing, you weren't saying his name, and that it just, sorry, that's my rooster. That, just so you know, roosters don't crow just in the morning; they crow all the damn day. But I feel like the nickname or a song has more of effect for a missing pet than the actual name, because it can become a trigger and they can run away from it. Oh, hi, Rochelle. Now, to answer your question, is he far away? I'm getting 200 to 400 meters radius. So he's close-ish, but he's not close. So between 200 and 400 meters. So what I would do, I would go, obviously when you get a chance, back to the place, go out, sort of track that area and find every pole you can and put his face out there, because I feel like that's the only way you're going to get that attention that you need. So let's see what else we've got. Okay. I think there was another question too you had. Okay, sorry guys, I'm just looking through the comments. Also, I feel like you want to find Max before the other one. It feels like, I know that you mentioned something about your other pets being sick, and it feels like there's now, it feels like a time ticking that you feel, this is coming from you, that you have to find Max before this one, that type of thing. And I feel like there's that, like, it's almost as if you've put a time limit on yourself. That's what I feel like is coming through. Okay. All right, so I think that's all that's coming through. So I am going to leave it there for this week. So if anyone did have a connection they wanted me to connect with, please do come again next week. Like from that. So let me just pull up my calendar so I can give you the time. So it'll be the 30th of October. It'll be 8 p.m. Eastern time. That's fine. Again, we're just going to be on the Facebook. There are some technical issues there, so than what I had today. Excuse me. So we're just going to keep it on this platform at this stage. So please do, though, if you do have a question, come and leave a comment in the chat. And I do want to thank everyone for coming along today, because it's nice to obviously interact with people and be able to provide some answers from the pets that come through. And like you've seen on the show today, I may not be comfortable with the answers, but I'm going to have to bring them anyway, because I work for the animals, so to speak, and so I have to bring through what they say. So thank you again, guys. It's been really good to interact with you. It's been a great show, and I'm going to see if my outro is going to work. Please bear with me if we have difficulties closing the show, but for everyone else, I hope to see you again next week on the 30th of October at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So let's just see if this is going to work. I actually don't even know what's going on today. I don't know what is going on with this thing today. Linda.